The time is 11 o'clock on this late Wednesday night, January 30th, 2019. It is time now for the Peter Channel, 11 o'clock news on this late Wednesday night, January 30th, 2019. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter J. Wiggins. That's 11 o'clock, and we have a temperature of 22 degrees in North Massachusetts now. It's dropped down to 10 above on this late Wednesday night. Top stories on the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news is the Midwest is colder than Antarctica thanks to the polar vortex as 46 Celsius below temperatures turned Chicago River to ice as death toll up to 7 people as Arctic cold blasts Midwest to the east. President Trump singled out 10 quotes in the morning rant about intelligence community. Failed abortion bill draws GOP outrage against Virginia Governor Northam and Democratic legislatures. Alexandria Castro criticized Elijah Cummings prepared about Trump with Weir's eyes. House Oversight Committee. Former Rhode Island Parole Board Chairman Kenneth Walker remembered as dignified and sincere leader. New Orleans Saints coach takes a burn dig at Goda with t-shirt. 3-time PGA Tour winner risk prospect hit shot in minus 45-degree wind chill. Senator Rand Paul ordered more than $5,800 stood over the neighborhood attack. Sarah Sanders said God wanted Donald Trump to become president. Undocumented worker fired from Trump's special club invited at State of the Union. Kim Davis must pay legal fees after same-sex marriage battle, Kentucky governor said. Venezuelans call for humanitarian aid as political crisis deepens. Parliament becomes Britain's next new Brexit casualty. Don't trade in Venezuelan gold. White House warns amid claims Russia's plane is taking 20 tons. Mystery illness sees Canada half its Cuba embassy staff. Donation supported for Bridgewater family after death of father. Top man arrested in Dartmouth jewelry robbery. In Foxborough, Toby keeps the Country Sports Bar restaurant at Patriot Place has closed. Catch your Patriots and workers by surprise justices. Neighbor New England Patriots prepare to play in another Super Bowl this Sunday. The local starts would apparently close at 5 p.m. on Tuesday. Nobody answered his phone on Tuesday night or Wednesday, and the reason for the closing cannot be determined. A spokesman for Patriot Place said the two parties mutually agreed to terminate the lease. A representative for the restaurant blamed unreasonable rents for the closure in an email to the Boston Globe. The Fulman named it in business as Toby Keith's I Love This Bar and Grill, named after the country singer's hit single. 19,000 square foot square venue saves about 450 TVs at stage for musical acts and a mechanical bull ride named Toby. Along the beer, Toby Keith's offered service out fare, including pulled pork sandwiches, fried bologna sandwiches, meatloaf, and 7 fried turkeys, and also a host of private parties. Their building signs all was not well in the business. Communist recent weeks, the social media mixed reviews of food and service and Patriot said after the visit Sunday there appeared not to be much food left. Country singer Annie Bruce mentioned quotes based on Senator Ben was less to play there. As she said today was a sad day and New England truly lost a great country music venue. 17 of what's been 20 Toby's keeps have closed in recent years for the various reasons, and the only 3 remainers, all in Oklahoma, went and opened the doors attended much fanfare at the Foxborough location with the first Toby Keith's in New England as that closing on Toby Keith's following the recent showdown at another Foxborough bar restaurant that had been owned in about a decade, wax to O'Connor's Irish Pub in its shops at Chestnut Green Plaza on Main Street. Also part of the national chain was shut down for reported health code violations in late December. The establishment announced on social media that closed permanently. Tesla moves the Model Y after gangbusters 2018. Our target market right now, quantitative tightening. Facebook profits beat Wall Street shares jump after hours. Looking at stocks today, L up 434.90 at 2504.86. SP 5 up 41.05 at 2681.05, and Nasdaq up 154.79, 783.08. Genes beyond lager, yes, gold and sugar love and success revealed. Canadian glacier melt uncovers the ancient landscape hidden for 40,000 years. Time out of hominin occupation of dinners over caviar in southern Siberia. U.S. novelist Craig Mellon knew about he genetically gene-edited babies. UK study shows e-cigarettes help adult smokers quit, but U.S. expert caution. Vaccine skeptics fight Washington bill to end personal exemptions. Is the pot the future of the tobacco industry? And first child food-related death reported in Pennsylvania. In other news from the wires of the UPI, a Turkish court this week court has released the U.S. consulate in play after his convicted charge officials said Wednesday. Canada reduces diplomat staff in Cuba after more illness. South Korea's gig workers are defined for bargaining rights, and an official record likely from claimed that dispute soccer star. German police on Wednesday arrested 3 Iraqi citizens suspected of planning a terror attack, the federal prosecutor officials said. The House passed legislation Wednesday to provide a pay raise for federal government workers nearly a week after the end of the longest government shutdown in history. U.S. dairy farmers could lose $1.3 billion on export without Japan trade deal. Trial begins for Iowa mother accused in an infant step rash death. Women's bronze breaking auction at $8.2 million sale. Student and Empire launched a petition for more adjustment council. Puppies, shoots, or miss applicants rent them 5 hours all they can handle for. Ray kind of get special piece to Robin Attenborough. Doc Fetterman gets 2 years for breaking in the mom's room and assault his sister's boyfriend. Fundraiser for Heat scheduled at Attleboro Senior Center. Patriots party rally to be able to Foxborough Y, and Rehoboth gets a new town planner. Diamond Girls basketball pulls out win over Bristol Plymouth. Somerset Berkeley Art students raise fund for positive message signs. Raynham Boys Youth Hoop Team named Minnesota League champions. A man changed the tire was seriously injured in a crash at Route 130 Eastern Wednesday afternoon. He later died at the hospital. Stoddard will select new superintendent in February. Polar vortex brings 2-hour delay for Brockton schools. Family members say Chris McCollum, 44, was fatally injured trying to break up a fight outside a squad of American Legion Post police aid. The detail was working at the venue but left an hour earlier. Peter Cho News Store News 11:06 on this late Wednesday night. Time now for a sports report. The Boston Celtics took the sting out of the Charlotte Hornets in a big way at the TD Garden as they blew out the Charlotte Hornets 126-94. Terry Richards 17 points, career had 10 assists. Our NBA scores, it was Chicago Bulls 105 by 89. Dallas Mavericks 114, New York Knicks 90. Washington Wizards 107, the Indiana Pacers 89. Minnesota Timberwolves 99, Memphis Grizzlies 97, found in overtime. Denver Nuggets 105, New Orleans Pelicans 99. Sacramento Kings 65, Atlanta Hawks 50, 103 left in the second quarter. And the Portland Trail Blazers 45, Utah Jazz 27 through one quarter in Portland. NHL scores. Pittsburgh Penguins all out of the Tampa Bay Lightning in Pittsburgh. Forty-two, and the Dallas Stars over the Buffalo Sabres 1-0. The Norton Lancers wrestling team defeated Northbridge Rams in a quick one, 18-6. While the Norton Lancers ice hockey team defeated Bellingham and Franklin Perler 3-2 on a Pat Annie goal in the third period. In such an ambulance, on it. Dana White surprised by Kennedy. Nurmagomedov's punishment calls it a little harsh, and every day for straight women's the Pelicans not taking calls for it. Also, a big man currently have no interest in Lakers deal. Peter Cheladustov is at 11:08 on this late Wednesday night. Time now for Peter Chel traffic transit check. Baby! On the MBTA where Providence train 8:37 and 11 p.m. out miles of Petrol Park Stop Station 5 minutes behind schedule due to late route. We have equipment updates to follow. And the ferry, they are looking good. All right. Looking at hours and byways in New England in 146 both ends is back around the Rhode Island, Connecticut, Massachusetts border. 285 on the northbound side, so between Cumberland, Rhode Island, and Route 95 in Attleboro. 128 southbound south between Gloucester and 95 and Peabody. Route 2 slow between Norwich, Massachusetts, by the Fitchburg, Mass. 190 on the northbound side, so between 290 and Worcester overhead to Route 2 in Fitchburg. And Route 8 slow both ends in Waterbury, Connecticut. 7 expressway northbound side, slow around before the Pike in downtown Boston. Main turnpike slow between Portland and Augusta, Maine. 295 both ends Portland and Augusta, Maine, and Route 1 both ends of Brunswick, Maine. 89 northbound side, it is slow around Lebanon, New Hampshire. 95, 93 southbound side, so with Lincoln and Laconia, New Hampshire. 89 southbound side, one Montpelier, Vermont. 95 both ends between Augusta, Maine. 87 on northbound side, little slower before Route 15 in Champlain, New York, and over 15 at northbound side, so in some Quebec towards Montreal. Peter Cheladustov, 11:09 on this late Wednesday night. Time now for a weather report. We had a little big snow squall this evening, and then it brought the cold front, and we are in the Arctic cold with temperatures in the single numbers, 8 above in Boston, 14 in Falmouth, 11 above in Montauk. And we have snow down around Maine from Portland all the way to Eastport, Maine, 10 above in Portland, Maine, and snow around Buffalo, New York, 2 below, and snowing in upstate New York, and snowing in northern and western portions of Michigan and northeast of Michigan. Wow. Throughout the Midwest, it's below 0 readings and that Minnesota is Minneapolis 21 below, Des Moines 15 below, Duluth 19 below, 21 below in Cedar Rapids, 14 below in Chicago, 16 below in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 15 below in Detroit, 11 below in Fort Wayne, Indiana, 3 above in St. Louis, 6 in Kansas City, 4 below in Toronto, Ontario, 2 below in Buffalo, 3 below in Cleveland, 0 in Cincinnati, and 0 in Rochester, New York. All right, we are under a wind chill advisory effective 11 p.m. this evening to 9 a.m. Thursday. Dangerous with cold wind chill expected. Wind chill between 10 and 20 below zero. The portions of North Connecticut and Northern Ireland and central eastern Massachusetts from 11 p.m. this evening to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time Thursday. And this cold wind chills could cause frostbite that's exposed in a little 30 minutes. And looking at forecast goes like this. For tonight, it's going to be clear enough, frigid cold night. Low about 2 above. Wind chill above, low is 10 below. West about 8 to 30 miles gust size. 32 miles an hour for Thursday. South got about 16 degrees. West 12 miles below is 13 below. West about 8 to 11 miles gust size. 22 miles an hour for Thursday night. Most of the coast got about 1 above. And wind chill about the low is 6 below. West about 6 to 8 miles gust size. 22 miles an hour for Friday. Saturday, most coast about 22 low about 7 above. Wind chill about the low is 8 below. West about 3 to 8 miles an hour for Saturday, Putson and mostly cost about 32 low about 22 degrees. Southwest about 3 to 8 miles an hour. Covered that variable after midnight. For Sunday, mostly cost about 37 low about 25 degrees. Like northwest wind chill to the east about 5 miles coming live variable after midnight. Monday, Putson got about 49 about 37 degrees. Southwest about 3 to 7 miles an hour. Chesapeake is 30%. Tuesday at Church, Maine, mostly cost about 55 about 33 degrees. Southwest about 8 miles an hour. Precipitation is 35%. And for Wednesday at Church, Maine, mostly cost about 46 degrees. A lot of variable wind coming southwest wind 5 miles an hour in the morning. Chesapeake is 40%. Right now, not in its fair skies at 10 above. And that's going to be it for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news. Feels like 5 below. I'm Peter Williams. So you have a good night and a good attitude. And I'll see you tomorrow morning more report. I hope you all have a good night.